All right, so let's begin the work. I've added a 1920 by 1080 pixels artboard size. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a background. So you come down here and here is a rectangle tool. Click once on the screen. I'm going to add a background to match the size of my artboard, 1920 by 1080. I'm going to press OK and I'm going to center align it to the canvas. And I'm going to press the move tool. And with the rectangle selected, I'm going to go here in the properties on the right hand side, click on the fill and on this little box here, and I'm going to give it a particular color, and it's going to be 152238. It's a shade of the dark navy blue color. I'm going to press OK. And now I'm going to go in the layers and simply I'm going to lock it. Okay, now we need to add the text. So come here down or press T and let's add the text. I'm gonna write FLOW flow and I'm gonna increase its size like this. And as you can notice, I've added a really beautiful stylized font and the font name here is Yink, Y-I-N-K. It's available in the Adobe fonts and it's only in the regular size. So I'm gonna increase and make it as big as the screen, something like this. And to this text, it has carried over the blue color that I'd already selected. If you want to know the particular color, it's this one. It's A3CCFFA. I'm going to press OK. And I'm going to lock the text as well for the moment. I'm going to go here in the layers and where it's the text, simply lock it. And I'm going to add lines on it, the wavy lines that we want it to pass through the text. For that, again, come down to the rectangle tool. And starting outside the artboard, you're going to press it and make it this big across the artboard. And I'm going to zoom in a bit. And now with the move tool selected, hold Alt, press left click, and with the shift, move it a little bit downwards. It's 2 pixels gap. I'm going to increase it to somewhere around 4 pixels. All right. And now I'm going to hold it again, the one that's lower below here, and do it one more time, and do it one more time. And now we have these 5 copies. I'm going to select them all, and I'm going to push them downwards. And I'm going to keep on repeating this until I'm able to cover up the space until here. So I'm going to quickly do that and come back to you once it's done. All right, so I've added these. So it has covered up this whole space. I'm going to select them all and I'm going to change their color. But there's one thing that you can do before you change the color, and that is you can combine all of these lines into one line. So you can click over, drag over all of these. You can come back in the layers here and you can see there are a lot of copies. And once all of these has been selected, you're going to press Ctrl plus E, E for elephant. And now you can see in the layers here, just one layer has been left. I'm going to rename it. I'm going to call these lines. So now it's one single object. Once that is done, select it. And now come here in the properties and now you can change its fill. And I'm going to match it with the background here. But before we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that flowiness to these lines. And I'm going to keep it to the red so that you can see it nicely when I'm editing it. So with this layer selected, the ones that is line, you're going to right click and you're going to convert it into smart objects. Now that is necessary before we apply the next effect. And if you don't do so, I'm going to come here in the filters and I'm going to press here Liquify. And if you don't do so, it's going to ask you to convert it into smart objects. So now we have the Liquify open. I'm going to zoom in a bit so that you can see it nicely. And we have a very big brush at the moment. I'm going to reduce its size. I'm going to make it somewhere like this. And it has a high pressure. Let's reduce it a little bit. And now simply when you move it over these lines, it's going to move as if you're going to pull and push on it, depending on the amount of the size of the brush and the pressure sensitivity that you have chosen. So it's all about trying to make varied attempts. I'm going to decrease the size once again. And you can not only go up and down, you can go round, you can push it. slanted, pull it, tug at it just the way you want, and keep on doing it until you haven't really got what you want out of it. So you can really pull it, make it nicely displaced. Keep on doing it until you haven't made it to what you want it to be. Once you're happy with what you have created, all you have to do is press OK here at the bottom, and all those changes have been added. Now I'm going to change the color of these lines. Now, once you come back in the properties, since you have applied a liquify effect on it, as you can see, the colors are not at the moment visible, but you can still edit the contents. And when you do so, it will open the lines in a new separate box. Okay. And now you can change the color here. You're going to go here, open in the fill, and you can go here. And I'm going to give it the same color that I gave it to the background. This nice navy blue color. I'm going to press OK. And if you still have a bit of a confusion, it's full screen. Let me show you. Now here you can see the lines have opened in a separate tab, and we have our effect in a separate tab. Once you are happy with the changes that you want to make, all you have to do is save, Control S. It saves, and you can close it now. And now you can see, let me make it full screen. And now you can see that the color has been updated here inside. Now, what you want to do at the end is, as you can see, that this effect, if I go here in the layers, is separate. As you can see, you can move it around just the way you want it and choose the kind of effect that you want it to show through just the way you feel it's good for you. I'm going to keep it somewhere, I think around here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a clipping mask out of the text that we have. All you have to do is go here, unlock the text if you haven't already, and now click on this thumbnail, on the square thumbnail of the lines, hold Control, and now also press on this text on the thumbnail, not on the layer, on the thumbnail text. As you can see, it has given us these marching ants, which shows now the area has been highlighted, and we can make a clipping mask out of it. With this done, come down here, and where it says layer mask, press it. And now you can see here in the lines layer that there is a mask made out of the text that we have added. And with that, you can see that the design is now tucked very well inside the text we have. But notice this, that the lines and the text are two separate layers still. So if you move one, the other would still remain just the same. All right. So I'm going to press undo. If I hold the text and move it, I can lock this layer, and I hold the text and move it. Now the text would move. So if you want to combine even these two together, simply select them both, hold Shift and click, and press again Control E, which is the shortcut to flatten everything into one single layer. And now you can see it's just one single layer. Everything is together. And with that, we have successfully added lines within the text, and we can move it around just the way we want. And with that, this wavy lines passing through the text effect is ready. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with one another tutorial very soon. Thank you, and take care.